Alright guys, welcome to this first live streaming video that I'm making here. This is going to be my first time doing this kind of video, so I hope everything works well and everything is well set up. Alright. Okay, so on this video what I'm planning to do is to remake one of my first videos. So if we go here to my channel, one of the first video I made in Godot was way back when it was like Godot 2. I made a scavengers game. So what I'm planning to do is to remake that game in Godot 4 and then make a video tutorial series with it. Alright. Yeah, Marcos, thank you. Hit the like buttons. The like button, guys. It's the first time I'm doing this kind of video. The first time I'm showing my face here. So yeah, hope you guys can hear me well. I have this microphone, this new setup. This is a new computer actually. So everything is new. And yeah, let's just get started here. So I am on this computer. This is Ubuntu. My main computer is a MacBook, but I figured it would be nice just to use this computer here. And I also have the project files of the previous project. I don't think we are gonna be able to open it up with the new version of Godot, but it would be nice just to take a look at the code. So here it is. So let's just extract the projects. So yeah, at least we have the icon, we have the font, the audio. We're going to be using that for sure, and the sprites. So we don't need to get it again. And then yeah, let me actually just turn down the background music a little bit. I think it's a little bit loud. All right, let's see. I remember your first video 7 years ago. Oh, thank you, mate. Yeah, it's been a long time. I haven't been taking care of YouTube as much as I wanted to. But yeah, hopefully doing these stream videos, it will help me to get more into the move of making videos. So I'm gonna turn down the volume here a little bit, because I believe it's a little bit loud. I think it's fine. That's when it's fine. All right, so yeah, we have this old project. We're gonna be remaking it into Godot 4, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. And then once I have the project made, I'm planning to make a video tutorial with it. I might record the process of me making a video tutorial, because I don't know, I like making the videos and building things in Godot, but I don't enjoy too much the process of making the videos, because it takes a lot of time editing. But maybe if I do a live or streaming, it helps me to get more into the mood. Right, so let's download it. Let's make a new folder called game development. This will Godot 4 there. Okay, going to extract here. Yeah, this is what I love about Godot. I guess it will just work. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so I'm going to create a folder here called projects. And then here on projects, let's create a new project. I'm going to name it Scavengers. Is that right? Scavengers. Scavengers or Scavengers. The downloads, basic and development projects. Create a folder here. Okay. No, actually, select current folder. Create folder. Okay, so render forward. We can go for mobile, but I just want to leave it as forward plus, so it will be all the default one. Okay, version control with Git. Yeah, for sure. I'm going to be loading the files to GitHub, so you guys can have access to it. Okay, so create, and it's taking some time to open up. So gonna open. Okay. Yeah, it took a while, but here we are. All right. Okay, let's go to 2D. Yeah, looks like the engine hasn't changed too much in this past time. I'm going to make the font size bigger, maybe 16 here. Yeah, I think that's good. Boundary. The God font size. I'm gonna make it bigger for sure, but we'll do that later. Let me just do it now. So we go for 19. See if we go for 17 here. It's good. Or 18. Yeah, I think 18 is good enough. That's pretty good. I think let's go for Godot 4. Yeah, that's the traditional one. That's the theme that I am more used to back when it was Godot 4, Godot 2. That was really cool. What's this one? Black OLED. Wow. Alright, I just gave it to Godot 2. What else do I usually change? I remember that there is one setting that is about when the code is running. Let's see, console or stop output. Always close output on stop. Yeah, that one. And I usually leave the inspector here when I make it to this scene. And I like to have the scene here. So what I'll do, I'll move this one here, this one here. I think I can drag it. Yeah, there you go. And then the scene, I'm gonna put it here next to that one, this one, this one. Yeah, this is how I usually use Godot. Okay. Alright. That looks good. View, Show rulers, yeah. Let's hide the rulers. Let's resize this panel. We have the scene, resources, the inspector of each node. So yeah, we're good to go now. All right. Okay, so let's first import the assets that we need here. I have opening a new window, and okay, so this is the old project, and this is the new one here. So the first thing I will do is just to change the icon. I'll drag it here. Let's just rename it icon. I'm going to remove this one and rename it icon here. Rename it. Right. I'm going to import the sprites. So the sprites, the audio. So we have all the sounds here. It's the shop audio. Yeah, that's the sound. Chop 2. Die. That's the die sound of the player. Enemy 2. So when we are walking. And they have the fruit, the music. Then we have when the player drinks a soda. And then the second one. Yeah. Okay. This is the font. Let's import the font. The top level folder. The font. Alright, this is Godot files. I'm gonna leave that in there. But I'm gonna be looking at the previous code for reference. I remember that I made back then an util script. In this util I have a function that it was called choose, and you pass like an array, and it will like randomly choose one of those items. This is a function I pretty much always create because it's really useful to randomize things. This is a function that will return the main node. So the main node, the node that is the parent of everything, the same. And then we have this invoke. This is a function that I made that I could pass a name of the node, a method, arguments, and it will just call the function, I guess. Say wait time connect. Yeah, and you can even put a wait time. Alright, it was cool. It's the player. Yeah. Stages. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to create that project circle too. So I create a nodes folder, sketch folder, and then a stages folder. Alright, so nodes. Not nodes, I'm gonna call it scenes actually, not stages. Scenes. Then scripts. I mean, everything is a scene, and a scene is made of nodes, right? So, but we'll leave it like that for now. Right. Let me see if I can open the sprites, drag it, would it work? Like that. I have to import some of the sprites. So I'm going to select all of the, except for this one, I guess. Want to select all the sprites that we have and import them as so they are a pixel art. So mode lossless, it's good. Minimaps. Let's see. They change this thing all the time, so mm, size, HDR, bitmap, image. I really don't remember how to do this. Let's see, but sprite. See, so 24 minutes tutorial just to see art. It should be that hard to do that. Imports. No. Let's get lossless texture 2D. Compress 2. Say disable. Imports. No. Okay. Presets. Okay, we have presets here. 2D. There is an option here. Does any of you guys remember how to import pixel art images into Godot? For sure. I don't believe you have to import again. Just go into texture, drop down in the inspector, and change it from inherent to any one that says nearest. It should become a side texture filter. Okay, so they move it to the okay nearest. Okay, let's change it. That makes sense. So it will be texture be nearest, but I can change the default of the project. So that's it. Let's see. Rendering to the size scale. What's the option? General rendering textures. Rendering. Okay, here textures. A texture and default texture filter linear. I'm gonna set it to nearest. So that should do the conversion here. Nearest. Oh yeah, there you go. Close. And since he's inheriting it, the default one is nearest, so everybody should be working just fine. If I put a wall, yeah, that looks pretty good. Yeah, I think that change actually makes sense. Yeah, I think it makes sense to do it on the node itself instead of having to import and re-import things around. I believe that makes sense. Okay. All right. So now that we have that working, the next thing will be to have the game scene. So I want to try to run it, to run the project. Um, Select current, and let's save this scene in the scenes folder and save it as the game scene. Saves. That's the resolution. We definitely don't want that. Let's see what would be a good size for us to use. It's actually a little bit slow, my Godot here. Okay, let's save. Let's actually change the icon of the game. Configuration, icon. It's a PNG file now. So now we have the icon here. Okay. So the screen size. What is the screen size of this game? Let's look into the engine configuration. Before I set the screen size to be 320 by 320, and then I scale it to be twice as that. So let's do that. 320. Okay, projects, project settings, window, viewports width. So here we'll set it to 320. 320. It's gonna be really square. Resizable, yes, borderless, no. And then the window width override. On desktop, see, on desktop platforms overrides the game initial window width. See also, blah blah. Not by default or when set to 0, the initial window width is the display viewport width. The settings is ignored on iOS, Android, and web. Alright. So let's set it to 320. 2 times 320. Here 2 times 320. This is how I had it before. Okay. So the project to see how it looks like. I don't believe that it is scaling. I don't think it is. See if I put like a crazy amount here. Okay. So 40. I believe that is because of the size of my monitor, right? So if I say 320 by 3, okay, 320 by 3, that should do it. I mean, that's better. So 320 by 4, 320 by 4. Okay, okay. Yeah, that is because I am on a 4K TV, 4K monitor, so I guess it's really big. Um, we can make the screen size even bigger, 20 by 5, 20 by 5, and 320, 320 by 5. Yeah, okay, that looks decent. Let's see how the sprites look like. Just drag and drop some of them to the scene. Okay, see the assets. Oops. The asset will be over here, usually. Let's put some floor. And the player idle 0. Okay. What is the shortcuts to run the project? F5. So F5. Okay. Alright, that is definitely not what I was expecting. But I believe I need to set some scale configuration if I remember correctly. Keep screen on. Yeah, that makes sense. Mode. So defines how the base size is stretched to fit the resolution of the window or screen. Disable. No stretching happens. 1 unit in the scene correspond to 1 pixel on the screen. In this mode, aspect have no effect. Okay, so we want this to be viewports. Aspect keep. Run it. And okay, yeah, that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good now. This is what we want. So the first thing we will want to do is to make a script that will be generating things here. That makes sense. Okay. Right. So yeah, the first thing will be to create a script that will fill everything around. So we want to fill each one of the floors randomly, and then around it put some of the outer walls, which are these ones, so the player doesn't go outside. And then some of these rocks will also appear like in the middle around the from the map. Oh no, actually this this one, all of these ones gonna be randomly placed in the map, and then we have no, actually I made a mistake. These rocks are gonna be like out, like the border of the map, and then we have these small walls that the player can destroy. This is how they will be getting damaged. Alright, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, so let's look into the script of how I did it before. Script had a tone manager, shaker, rectangle, player, Heads up display game. Got this one. So I believe that the script that was generating the map was the game script. The board? No, it was the board probably. Yeah. Notes, enemies, floor, food. So, okay, board script. Okay, so what I did here was to I have a script that was class counts. Class counts. Where's this? Class counts. Minimum, maximum. Right? Alright. Okay, so here I will say the amount of columns, the amount of rows. There are 8. Let's see, so I can put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, columns, rows. This is the wall count and the foot count. So the wall count will be a maximum of 5 and a minimum of 9. Okay, I see what I did here. The foot count in the wall in the map will appear a maximum of 5 and a minimum of 1. There was a node called the board holder. Okay. You have a initialize list, layout at random, the single, and then layout around the foots while setup. So what I did was to x offset 32. What is 32 by 8? Let's say 32 by 8. Probably 256 minus 320. And there are two that are not. So I guess that the board will generate like within the walls. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so I can generate 10. All right, I can generate 10 of this here, and then 10 down, right? But within the wall, within the map, I mean, meaning that within the map is where the player can walk, could be like 8 by 8. because here he's not gonna be able to walk. Neither here. If that makes sense. All right. All right. So let's keep looking into the script to see how I did it before. So board setup. It says for x in offset -1. So that will be 32 -32. Okay. I guess I am looping through the x position. Okay, I'm looping through the x position and then the y position. Then I have an instance, what I am going to instantiate. And then depending on the position that I am going to instantiate, I will instantiate a outer wall or a seam floor. All right. All right. I see what I did here. I see what I did here. Let's see if we can open this open program Ali. Excalibur. To explain what we're doing, Excalibur. We can use this too, just to like talk about what we are doing here. So it's been a while since I used this, but I have been using it at work sometimes. So we have this. Let's say that we have one of these, right? Just duplicate it. One. I want to align it playfully. Okay, this is confusing because here I use Control and then the scroll to zoom in and zoom out. But for some reason in Godot, pressing Control and then scrolling will move. And then when I am not pressing Control and scrolling is zoomed, so that's really weird. Let's see if I can change that. Let's see, zoom to the interior the zoom shortcut. Zoom. Let's see that to the settings if I can change that. Does any of you guys know if I can change that behavior, that instead of when I am scrolling it will zoom in and zoom out, and then I will need to hit Ctrl and scroll to move around, because that is not how usually any other program works. Let's see how Figma does it. Figma. Let's see how they have it here. Something this way. So in Figma, yeah, Figma you need to hold Control to zoom in, zoom out. I'm not sure why Godot has it. Into settings, okay, to the placement out. Editors, show scene, multi-editors, scene tabs, touchscreen, okay, inspector, editor, see. Enables pseudo localization, localize settings, update continuously. Single window mode, code fonts, fonts. Yeah, I'm not sure if we can change that. I'm not sure if we can change that to behavior actually. Help. 2D. Let's see if somebody has a question. But what is it? Zoom with the mouse wheel. Yeah, just gonna leave it like that. I mean, it's weird to use it like this, but it's not like I have any options. Okay. Okay, so let's think about how we're going to be approaching the how we're going to approach the generating of the map here. Okay. So we're gonna have many objects, many scenes that they all have the same size. They're gonna be like here, like this. All right. So this one, paste it, and I paste in the same position. One, two, three, 6. 4 more. Right, so we have 10 here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then you have 10 more like this. All right, here you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, this should do it for now. Remove this one, this one, this one. So we'll say that on the map we want to generate something like this, which should be really simple to do. And the things that we're going to be generating here are going to be walls, outer walls that the player cannot walk past through, I guess. So they give them a color like a background color. This. Hmm. Yeah, that looks good. And then the player will have inner. We need to generate like the ground here, the places where the player can walk to. So let's take this. Right then. Going to copy this. That should do. One, two. Remove the background. These ones. Okay. Right. So there you go. There we go. Okay, I'm going to change the strategy of how I am generating the map because before I was being like really efficient because I was looping throughout the whole map like once. Like, okay, this position, like, should I put this or that? This position, should I put this or that? That was what I was doing, but I don't want to do that anymore. I want to like make it more straightforward, even if we are going through the map more than once. So it is like a little bit easier to read because even I was the one to read who made this. It was like a few years ago. I don't remember anymore. It took me some time to read it, to go like, okay, how this is working. I wanted to make it more readable. All right, so we have a comment for the zoom. Go to project settings, editor panning, and put two editor panning skin to scroll pans. Right, let's do that. Let's try that one. Editor settings. Oh, it's on the project settings. Okay. Project settings. Editor. Panning. Okay, I don't see it. Project settings, editor, panning. Let's just look at here. Panning. I'm unable to see it here. Is it on the editor settings? Panning. Okay, yeah. Editor settings. Panning. Put to the editor to panning. To editor, panning skin. Scroll zooms to scroll pans. Oh, yeah, this is better. Okay. Yeah, so this is how. So if I scroll, it will move, and I need to press Ctrl for it to do the zooming, just like it works here and how it works on Figma. So yeah. Okay, yeah, thank you, mate, for that. Ivanva? Yeah, thank you. That's way better. Okay. So yeah, like for the map editor, I want to generate the walls first, and then it will generate the inner map instead of like going one by one. I was like, okay, I am in this position. Should I render a wall or an inner floor? And then this position, it will do that like for each one of them, which is not bad, but I want to make the code more clear to read. So yeah, let's do that. Let's do this one first. Okay. So let's. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to create a child node. Let's add. So we have the map generator. How I just put it on the node today and call it. Let's see how I call it before. To the board. Alright. The board script. Yeah, let's call it board. Board. The board. Let's show here just to clean the scene. Display ground. Okay. So in the board node, we're going to attach the script, save it in the script folder, board.gd. That's good. Template default. You'll see now template default. Yeah, great. All right, so we have the editor here. What's this? Oh, I linked to the documentation. Okay, that's cool. Comment. Okay. Right, so we want to know the size of the map, I guess. The size of the map, which is the project settings. Let's see what is the window configuration to the window. So this is called display window size viewport width. Open documentation. Is there a way for me to get that data, that value from the script? I believe that there is. Let's see. About project settings value. Script. So project setting that you can set it. I guess if I can set it, I can get one value, right? So here, let's see, project settings that it setting. So I need to pass the name of the setting and the default value. I guess that is in case it doesn't have value set, the setting. returns the value of the setting identified by name. If this setting doesn't exist, the default value is specified. The value of default value is returned. Otherwise, null is returned. So it should look something like this. So if I go to project settings, and I want that one. It's coming from here. Okay. So this is going to. We don't need to have semicolon in Godot, right? I don't think we do. Into declare variable is bar. So just for disclaimer, guys, I work as a front developer with Angular and React, and mostly I am coding with TypeScript. So yeah. So let's say we just call this viewport with Godot to actually go with underscore with. Now the prints in JavaScript we go with console.log, but here it is print just like that. Like print. Right, see. 320, okay, perfect. What if I want to have the value here? Is that possible? 2 equals to point set is this. Will it work? Okay, let's see. Okay, yeah, perfect. So I wanna say bar viewport and then set it equals to the vector 2. The value will be project settings with setting viewport height. Viewport height. I don't like how long this line of code is, but we need to see if it works. Reports 320. Okay, cool. How can I go format this? Can I do it? This is something that we do a lot in JavaScript, but I don't think in Godot it looks that good. So I just going to name a viewport with a viewport height. So I'm making a vector 2, which is not ideal, but for height. So vector 2. Vector 2, just this. Okay. Comments. All right, so Well, we have the size of the map, and now we want to be able to know the size of one of these, which is 32 by 32. Next, 32 by 32. I put it inside. Would I like come with? No, too good to be true. Again, group them. Control G. Alright, yeah, that works. And the size of the map. Okay. So line. It's like this. Which is 20. So we're saying that we have furniture 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, we can do course here. That's nice. So the cell size is 10 by 10, right? Let's say amount of cells is 10. Oh crap. Is okay, cool. Remember, I thought I will have lost that mode. Cool. Background color. Can I have like a to log in live collaboration? Can I have like an account here? That would be really cool. All right, just leave it like that for now. Okay. So the next thing will be to just walk through all of the walls. So we'll be. How can we do this? Because I mean, we're going to be looping, and then we'll have to skip all of these ones, right? There is not like a super efficient way to do it. So we'll say okay. All right, just okay. Bar cell size. I would say cell size width and say size height. In here, we could have cell size like a vector 2, but just to keep it consistent with the viewports, I guess it will make sense to call it width. This is going to be hard coded value, so 32. And then cell size height. We have a constant here in Godot. Okay, yeah. This is something that you do a lot in JavaScript. We declare everything as constant unless we know that we're going to be changing the value. Can I do that here? Yes. Assigning value for constant viewport width is in a constant expression. Yeah. I guess this is a limitation in Godot. Okay, it's put as variable. It's okay. So let's create a function called generate outer words. Function generate outer. You write it out outlier. All right. Okay. So we want to call this function first. Remove this past thing. H. Firewall. Here we want to loop. Want to loop. Oh, this is a quick way to paste here. I can just press the scroll wheel. It will paste. That's nice. My computer is slowing down a little bit. Yeah, it is definitely. Just checking that I don't have many things open. Okay. So we'll say X will have on the X we'll loop 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then on Y we'll have this one is this one. Okay, I believe that in Godot you loop through an array. So instead of having an array that goes from 0 to 10 or for 0 to 9, we'll have here one array that will be 0 and 9. But that is only when. Yeah, this sucks. Yeah, we'll have to loop through all of them. There is no way around it. Okay. We have a comment here. To be efficient, you should type your variables like var x integer equals 32. Full simple var. Oh yeah, I remember we can do this. Yeah, let's do that. Let's just have the type. Yeah. We should do it. Yeah, this one too. The variable type is being inferred for a variable value, so it will be typed as variance while in thread as error. Okay, he doesn't like it. I need to set the type. Yeah, I need. A lot of people in Godot do it like this. Or it is the syntax of typing in Godot. Script typing. Static typing in variable. So you can. Okay, it's the column space variable type space. Okay, so here we'll say for, and it will be for in range. For x in range. It puts an array with the given range. Can be called in three ways. Start from 0 increases by steps 1. Start from b increases by step of 1 and stop at n. Two, three, four. So by step of 1 and stop of n. The arguments b and n are inclusive and exclusive respectively. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, we want that one. We're going to start from 0, right? I did something really similar in the snake tutorial, I believe. See. So making a snake, drawing the grid. See how I did it here. I just set out, creating the grid. I think I started from 0. Yeah. Draw vertical lines. Sales amount in X. Wow, this works like that? Okay, script. Oh. See the documentation looping. Wait, what is this? Okay. Okay, here. If I pass just okay, I see what's going on. If we pass just a number, it's equivalent to saying range 3, similar to 0. But I don't know, like I like passing range in 1 3, but in here I didn't do it, and it was like 7 month ago. It hasn't been a long time, but I just by looking at it, I was like, wait, what? For in range, so we can say in range 0 and then viewport width, and then we can pass the step, which is something I saw on the documentation, right? We could say S start from V increases decrease by step of S and stop before end. The argument B and N are inclusive and exclusive respectively. The argument S can be negative but not 0 if S is 0 an error message is printed. So here I will say 0 viewport width and then cell size width, which now that I think about here, the I variable, I was multiplying it every time when I could just have, using the step value of range. Okay. Godot can always infer your type, so you have to specify it. Yeah, that makes sense. I guess that is just a limitation in Godot in GDScript. I mean, I wouldn't say like a limitation, it's just the way it works, you know. But I really like GDScript, to be honest. Okay, so we're going from 0 to the viewport width, which should be 320, and we're taking steps of the cell size, width, which is 32. So let's do a console log, a print of x. Let's see what we have. X 30 volts. Let's run the project. So we have 0, 32, 64, and 288, which I figure 288 is 320 minus 32. No, definitely not. 320 minus 32. Yeah, actually it is. Okay, cool. Cool. Now we want to be stepping into y, and it will be just the same thing pretty much. So 4, create 4 within the 4, a for loop within the for loop, just as we did here. And I believe that on the previous tutorial in the grid we did the same. So for y, range double bit 0, viewport height, and cell size height. Yep. But here we are building the outer walls, so we want to skip. Yeah, this is tricky because we want to skip these x and y's. So we'll say that unless x is no unless we'll say that unless y is 0 or the last value this is the kind of thing that I will just go in, but instead of just like thinking about it too much. I know kind of like what I should do, but not exactly how I should do it. So we have a skip here, skip or next. Okay. So here we are in the loop of y, right? So for each x, we are looping at y. So we are actually going like this. We are going from top to bottom, left to right. So we're going like this is the first column, second column, third column. So we'll say that if x is 0, if x is 0 or x is the very last value, right? Which is they just hard code it for now. I just print y. Expected type specified after is. No. Okay, yeah. So we have it only two times. But this is the thing, we don't want it two times because we also want these two guys to be generated. Grab, grab, grab. So I'm really almost asking ChatGPT about that, but I really want to solve it by myself. I mean, it's not hard, but so we want to ask if x so we'll ask if it is known for this value and y is not zero or the last value, it's going to skip. Yeah. I mean, I don't really like to do a condition with a when it's not, because it can be a little bit confusing. I'd rather to make the condition with that when it is. So we'll say that if x is its first value, its first value, or the last. Add a or y. Okay, let's try this one. Let's try that. Zero or y. Okay. This is the 3 equals is JavaScript. Okay, yeah, perfect. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that was perfect. It makes sense. So we're asking if we are on the first x or on the last one, or on the first y or on the last one. Okay, cool. Thank you, Ibamba. That was good. Okay, so now we have here we can place the walls. And to place the walls, I will just randomly get random index. So I will have a list of all the scenes that are the walls. So let's do that. That's a good strategy. And then I will just randomly see. Yeah, we'll just randomly select one. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Let's go into the nodes. I mean, it's not node, it's a scene, but I want to differentiate in between, a scene that is like a game scene and a scene that is like a game object. So I will just call it nodes and scenes. Okay, new scene. Let's call this one. Did I call it before? Floor. Floor 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. No. Walls. Outer walls. I even have a other wall padded. Why? We'll look into this later. Touch manager. Turn manager. Input pickable false. Area 2D. Okay, yeah, because they were an area 2D node, right? Rectangle shape 2D. Area 2D node. Okay, yeah, I think I did that for detecting collision shape area 2D. Okay, yeah, I remember now. Okay. Okay, this model, this looks weird, but okay. Area 2D, running off to the space that detects other collision object to the entering or exiting. Let's see what collision object to the area 2D. Okay. Okay, yeah, I remember I used this on the player to detect the next step. Okay, area 2D. Pick sim name. So let's call it Aurel Wall. Zero 1 3. Root name Aurel Wall 0. And then I need a collision shape to the shape. Image shape. Name this outer wall. Outer underscore wall. Zero. Here we want a sprite, right? Yeah. Texture. A white rectangle. Okay. I see what I did here. I created like a parent, and then I just didn't define the texture, and they created child that will define the texture. I mean, we can do that, but it's not like this objects. It's really complicated. But we do want to have all the same configuration for this. So it makes sense to have a parent. Or not? I don't know. We just go like the more straightforward way and then see. How can I make it so you snap to pixels? Center. Use pixel snap. Okay, it is. It is snapping to each pixel. Is it? Okay. I have to go. Keep it up. Have a wonderful day. Yeah, you too, mate. Thank you for the help. Thank you so much. Two 20. All right. So we have here 320 by 320. What am I doing? It should be 32 by 32. Position should be 32, 32 by 2, and 32 by 2. There you go. And let's have a sprite. Let's see, where do we have a sprite today? Sprite today. Name this sprite. Or actually, I could just have drag and drop the image. So in here, I'll say I want to drag and drop the outer wall 0, like this. Just continue. I'm going to name a sprite. Edit this one. Put it right here. Okay. So we have the outer wall here. So let's create a second one. So we have to go to duplicate it. Name other wall one. And here, instead of having the outer wall 0 sprites, you will have the outer wall 1. Yeah. Let's rename this one outer wall 1. 0, 1. Yeah. It's good. So now here on the board, we want to have an array with all the outer walls. My previous projects. Scripts board. We have a scene, SCN outer walls. Let's do that. Outer walls. It's going to be an array. And this array we preload outer walls. So can I like what's a preload? Okay, that's good. This one. Oop. And this one. Oop. Oh, again, make it with both. Select both of them, then drag and drop them. I'm going to remove the declaration. So this way we have the variable 0 and 1. And now that what we want is to randomly pick one of them. Yeah, so select both, then drag, then control, then drop. Yeah, that's what I did. I was doing it wrong. I was like pressing control before dragging. So dragging, then control, and release it. Okay. All right, so what's next? We need to randomly pick one of the outer walls and instantiate it here at the X and Y position. So in the scripts, let's create scripts called utils. Create. And here we're going to create a function. It's called choose. And they will take an input. They will call choices. It's going to be an array. Choices. And it will return 1 choices. I have already write it. So let's look into it. Utils. Yeah, they should do it. Let's copy paste it. I don't think we need to do the randomized thing anymore in Godot. Let's complain. Random F range. Random F range. Returns a random floating point value. No, I actually want an integer. Returns a random. What was I saying? Yeah, random E range. We want that one. Okay, so choices. Then we delete this floor thing. Mm-hmm. Choose then choices. Okay. Let's try it out to see if it works. So already let's just print. Let's have a variable. Let's have a variable name. Choices equals 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And print utils. So enable to access the function from everywhere. We'll have to autoload the script. So let's go to the project settings here on autoload. In the scripts folder, utils, and add it as utils. And then we can say utils dot utils dot choose and we just do it many times to see if it works. I just comment this one here. Valid get index 5. So I guess that the random integer is says the documentation entonces es pseudo number between from and to is inclusive, so we want to say choices that size minus 1 should work. Go back. So we have from 1 to 5 1 4 3 3 1 1 3 5. So we have 1 and 5, so this is inclusive, but I don't see 2. Okay, we have 2, we have 4, we have 5, 1 1. Okay, yeah, this is going to work. Let's remove this. I'll say bar 2 instance gate and say utils dot choose And I will say scene that no scene underscore scn underscore audio. So it will be then we'll say instantiate. How you say spell it? Instance. Instantiate. Yeah, looks good. Let's get a outer for instance. Yeah, that. If I say with 0, it's this. Here we're going to set the position. Position equals to vector 2. We will pass x and y. And then here we're going to add a child. A child. This is going to be outer wall. That should work. Let's see. Alright, yeah, it works. Let's remove the. Let's go to the playground. Let's just replace it with an O2D so we can hide everything. Alright, yeah, there we go. Looks pretty good. Alright, guys, I think we are going to leave it like that for now. It has been a lot of fun just making this wall, and on the next one we're going to be making more progress. But it looks cool so far. So thank you for joining. Bye. But actually, let me know, guys, if you have any questions. I should have asked before. Okay, we'll leave it to that. Thank you guys for joining, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.